Hi, my name is Tammy and my mission is to see you succeed. Today I'm going to share with you some tips that will help you rack up some essential skills to position yourself as an expert and as a valuable individual to a potential company or client, even if you don't have any work experience. Not only that, but I will also give you some bonus tips on how to learn more efficiently to get the most out of your internship, volunteer experiences, and of course traditional sources like school, books, and etc. So let's get started with how to get the most out of your internship opportunity. Tip number 1, take pride. You need to take pride and ownership of everything that you do, even if it's something that it's not required. If you put your 150% into everything that you do, you are going to stand out and be remembered. So you want to make sure you speak and practice confidence, you are trustworthy, and if you say you're going to be there, you want to follow through and be there and give even more than what they expect at every opportunity you have. And dress appropriately for the occasion. So if you are going volunteering somewhere sporty, dress sporty. And if it is a more professional environment, you want to make sure you dress the part. If you are trying to be a CEO, you want to look like a CEO. If you are trying to stand out and go to a possible management position upon graduation, you need to look the part. So make sure you dress appropriately. Tip number 2. Be relevant. You want to make sure that whichever place you decide to intern with is a place that is relevant to your long-term career goals, because that way you can go ahead and rack up some skills and experience that your peers do not have whenever they're just coming straight out of graduation without having taken an internship. So that sets you a step ahead. Not only that, but all of the resources that they have in there, you could be taking certifications that will train and mold you into the perfect candidate. Whenever you're interning somewhere, you also want to make sure, since it is within the industry that you're interested in, that you network. And what I mean by network is not just with your direct co-workers or supervisor within your department, but also take advantage of going to events, Christmas parties, networking events, whatever that they offer you. Go and try to network with people that are outside of your department as well, because even if, just in case, that company decides that they do not need you after your internship is over, those people are going to be a point of reference and a recommendation for you down the line, whether it is within the same company in a position that might better fit your particular skills, or even outside of that company, because they're already within the industry. So just because you know them, they might be able to put you in contact with the correct person that might be in another firm in the same industry. So make sure that you do not shy away and that you go ahead and network with everybody. And also shoot for the star. If you want to go and ask the CEO a question, go and ask him a question, but just make sure you are straight to the point. Don't waste anybody's time. If it's something that you can find out on your own or asking a coworker or supervisor, do your homework before you go. If you're not providing any value, or if you're not taking away something that's of immense value to you, then it's probably not worth it. It's probably something that you need to do on your own and be resourceful. Otherwise, it is a great idea to even just get acquainted and get noticed and see how they work, pick their brain. And make sure that whoever you network with within the company, that you add them on LinkedIn, or you add some sort of way for them to contact you down the line, whether you are with the company or not. So if you want a video on how to optimize your LinkedIn to come across professional, you just go ahead and leave me a comment below, and I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to record it for you. Another thing that you want to make sure you do is that at the highest point of the relationship, whenever it's the best and you have that great feeling that you really belong now, that's when you want to ask for a letter of recommendation or reference, because that is going to be that one chance that you have. You don't want to wait until the very last moment, because then it's just going to be dreaded, and a lot of people are going to be expecting you to ask a favor. So whenever the relationship is at its highest and you're both really getting along, that's when you go ahead and ask for that letter of recommendation. Tip number 3, and this is my favorite one. I want you to be curious and take advantage of every opportunity that is in front of you. And I mean by be curious, ask questions, develop new skills. Remember, this internship is an opportunity for you to take responsibility and do extra work. If they ask of you 100%, give 150%, because you're trying to rack up as many skills as possible within your niche. Because by the end of your internship, you could and could not be with the same company. So you want to try to position yourself as an expert and as a valuable asset for any company to invest in. You want to try to talk less and listen more. You already know what you know, but you don't know what they know. That is what you're trying to find out. So always try, even though you're trying to show your value and contribute to whatever ideas you're trying to come up with to be more efficient in the way that you tackle different problems within the industry that you're in, you always want to try to take a step back and wait until everybody has given their 2 cents to then be able to be more informed whenever you offer your advice. And that is going to help you so much to get a clear picture of the entire situation and provide a better solution. Not only that, but you want to ask for feedback. Ask for feedback from your coworkers, from your manager. Take constructive criticism. Don't only ask for feedback on yourself, but also ask your coworkers, hey, I'm trying to really make this work for myself. What is something that you would have done differently had you known better? Or what are the worst mistakes that you've done up until now? Or what are the best things that helped you get to where you are right now, to your supervisor or whatever? Ask for feedback, ask for advice, because the people that have already been in that particular position for years have had more experiences than you did and can help you get there a whole lot faster. And people honestly love talking about themselves, so take advantage of that. Just ask open-ended questions and try to get as much information as possible that you can use in your advantage. Also, be attentive to the dynamics of the place. Think about like the culture that they have, the way that they speak to each other. Look at the people that do get along with each other and the people that don't, and try to figure out why. What are they doing differently? Look at the people that are so successful. Say that you're in sales. Look at the top salespeople and ask them, are you willing to tell me and share with me what it is you did to get to the place that you're in right now? Ask them, see how they interact with their teams, see how the best rated manager interacts with their team, while how the other ones that might not be outperforming act with it. And don't only ask them what they would do differently for themselves, but also what would they do differently within the business model. What are the things that are working the best for them and are helping them achieve their goals, and what are the things that are standing in their way. That way you know how to tackle a problem faster and more effectively than they did in the beginning. Ask for courses and resources. Ask for different certifications that you can take to better position your chances of making it within that company or within that industry. Because you have to understand, you might remember it now, but down the line in a few months, it might fall off, you might forget it, and you wish you would have written it down. So every training, every resource, every certification, make sure you print it, keep a copy, write it down. That way you can use it for later, whether you're within the same company or not. And again, ask if they offer any paid certification programs, and really milk every single opportunity you can to earn any certifications that are relevant within the path you want to pursue. And they have all kinds of certifications for all kinds of industry, like Google certifications for marketing, Google Analytics, Facebook, social media, project management, real estate, finance, cybersecurity, IT, artificial intelligence. I mean, you name it. You just do a simple Google search and you'll find a ton of different certifications that you can take. So just make sure that you take advantage of that opportunity, and even if it is not offered to you on a silver platter, ask for it, because sometimes they don't advertise it, but they do have those resources available for their employees. Also, in the meantime, always make sure you take that initiative for yourself, whether you're inside work or outside. You want to attend seminars, events, listen to podcasts or webinars, read books on the subject. So whether you have an internship already or whether you don't, there are ways for you to inform yourself and position yourself as an expert whenever you do get a job. And don't be timid or scared to make contribution, to speak up, to be a part of the team, because remember, even if you're just an intern right now, you are extremely valuable to them. They are molding you and training you into the perfect candidate for that particular job position. Honestly, the end goal of an internship is to keep you. Not only turnover is really expensive, but also it creates gaps that are just not good whenever you're trying to run a successful company and you already know what to do and how to do it. They pretty much molded you into the perfect candidate for that particular job position. You can also try to make the best of it from volunteer experiences, and don't take this for granted. There are many opportunities whenever you're attending volunteer events. Now, if what you want to try to do, even if it might not be extremely relevant to that particular industry that you want to go in, if you try to find something that is aligned with the same mission and values as your dream company, which of course should align with yours as well, then you might be able to meet and network with all of the other volunteers that are standing for that same mission. If they are, they might either work in that company or know people that work in that company because it is within the same circle of interest. Please remember to put yourself aside, and even though there are plenty of networking opportunities, you are there to help others. So you want to be passionate, empathetic, timely, respectful, and open-minded, and take other people's opinions and ideas into consideration. Develop your teamwork skills, try to bring value through finding a particular solution. With volunteering, this type of experience, more times than not, is it's a very relaxed environment, and it is sometimes disorganized, so there is a lot of space for you to be able to contribute, practice your teamwork skills, leadership skills. You can inspire and motivate others, or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve that is relevant to what it is that you're doing. But it really does put you out there for practice before you enter entrepreneurship or corporate or whatever it is that you're trying to go into. Most importantly though, as J.K. Rowling said in one of her speeches, you can focus your power to resonate not only with the powerful but with the powerless. That way you can make a difference in this world. So keep that in mind. You're there to volunteer, to contribute a greater mission. So don't only look at it as I'm here to network. It's not a networking event only. You're trying to help other people, and everything that comes along with it is just an added bonus. And aside from this specific situation of internship and volunteering, you always want to take initiative to do these things even by yourself, even if you're not in that situation of being a part of an internship or a volunteer opportunity. Focus on actually learning. If you're still in school, that's even better for you because you have all of the time in the world to truly learn the material. I see so many people that are there just for the piece of paper to be signed and they walk right out. I understand that C's get degrees, but honestly, that's really not the way you want to be recognized. And all of the people that are next to you are going to be your competitors, your boss, your employee. They're going to be all the people within your same generation that are going to be part of your work community. So even though you want to establish rapport and you want to have friends, because that's what's going to broaden your opportunities in the future, you also don't want to be recognized as lazy and as someone that doesn't put their best foot forward at all times. So try to really learn what it is that you're reading. And I can make an entire video on how to learn faster and more efficiently and actually truly learn rather than just memorize. So comment below if that is something that you want me to do. Just consider that human learning has two components, understanding and remembering. And either of these by itself is not sufficient. So keep that in mind. The most brilliant and inspired teacher cannot cause you to learn. Only you can do that for yourself. So huge studies have been done, and successful students really do different things than unsuccessful ones. So if you want that video, let me know in the comment below. For time's sakes, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now, if you already checked out my last few videos, you already know what you want, how to create the perfect resume, and are ready to tackle your goals and take action. But there are some things that everyone should know and be prepared for before even thinking of going on any interview. So if that is a position that you're in right now and you're trying to prepare for a big event or a business meeting, you're meeting with your very first client if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're trying to go into an interview, I want you to subscribe and hit the notification bell below, because in the next video, I'm going to give you easy and essential guidelines that will clear all of that guesswork for you. So if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, make sure you hit that notification bell below, that way you don't miss out. And in the meantime, if you haven't checked out my previous video, you can see them right here, and I have them linked below. Bye, see you next time. Thank you.